Go, go, go where you need. Go, go, go where you want. Go, go, go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Onyx Gaming. Amp One Way here with you this evening. We are doing a little Software Inc. We have done a tremendous amount of work to this point. We've gone ahead and added ourselves another floor up here. Not sure what we want to do with these offices just yet. We did go ahead and move some teams around. So this used to be our CARPE FACTO team, the support team that handled a lot of our bugs and fixes and tickets and everything else. We've now made that the game dev team. So there'll be 16 members of the game dev team. We have to go hire them. And then over here, we made a new building. We bought some land. We have plenty of land here to kind of expand to. And we made ourselves a new building. This building is going to be a separate office building at this point. Has its own little canteen. We'll kind of zoom in a little bit there. No, wrong way. We'll zoom in. And then it has a CARPE FACTO support as well. So this is where CARPE FACTO is going to move to. They'll have more desks here so they can hire more team members. And then eventually we can kind of expand as well. They'll have their own little meeting area and a little lounge. They're just miserable, nasty, unhappy people. And we need to find a way to get them happy again. So we're going to take them out of this building here. And we moved them to this nice office here. It's very well decorated. It's got all the little amenities to it. Hopefully this should keep them a little bit happier. We're also going to hire a lead for them as well. There's a lead office here in the corner. And yeah, so we're going to get them a lead. If I think they have one already. But if they don't, we're going to go fix that right now. So let's go take a look at our teams. See, our game dev team has nobody in it so far, CARPE FACTO. Let's take a look at the employees there right now. And it looks like we do have a leader. Linda Hopkins is the leader. And then we have a bunch of programmers there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 programmers. I think we have room for a total of 12 in this office. Let's take a look here. And we'll count our computers. Let's do it by computers. We have, that's not what I wanted to do. Count the computers. And we have 15. So we can go ahead and hire 6 more programmers for this team here. And I think we're going to do that right away. Let's go ahead and hire employees. We're going to be looking for programmers. Do I want them to do system, audio, algorithm, 2D? Maybe 2D? Maybe 3D? I don't know. Let's stick to system. Salary will make it high. Overall skills, specialization, that whole thing. We'll spend all the monies and we'll begin looking. And they need to be able to go to CARPE FACTO. So we need to get people who have good compatibility there. So there's only one person with great compatibility. They're 45. They make a tremendous amount of money. And their skill is so-so. We're going to hire them. So that's 1. I think we just might go down the line here. Is 2. We'll get this guy who's 3, 4, 5, 6. At least 3 stars in skill, right? That's what we want. We want the better of the people here. So we'll have a bunch more there for that team. And then we need to take a look at, I don't know if we did HR management for the CARPE FACTO leader. Did we do HR management for them? Educate. They do have HR management. So did we do HR management for CARPE FACTO? We did not. Okay. So we're going to enable that. They're going to handle wages and complaints. They're going to be hired for whatever. It's going to be 15 programmers. And any specializations, preferred age. We want to give them a little bit lower salary. We could say it's high. And then the education level we want to have pretty high. Education cooldown, we'll make it, I forget how this works, but we'll say 3. Education amount, I'm not sure what that means either, so 3. Duration, we'll send away for 3 months at a time. Maybe that's how many we can send at one time is 3, which is fine by me. Get them all trained up, let them do their thing, and hopefully that applies there. Right now we are in the middle of working on our marketing for One Vision, which looks like it's doing pretty good. Let's get the clock going here. We're also working on Hell's Engine, and we're trying to research 3D editor voxel sculpting. So I'm leaving this open here because I want to keep an eye on my code for Hell's Engine 2. We got to get that working. It started development in 1997, just about a year ago. So it's been in alpha now for quite some time, and we got to get them moving on this thing here. They've just got to get rolling. Basically, is what it comes down to. We got to get these guys working. I think we're coming into our vacation months as well, if I'm not mistaken. But as it turns out, we're going to go ahead and work on our game dev team. Whoa, there's another research thing here. Yes, no. Ooh, liquid simulation. 1998. You know what? It's too late in the game for that. It's already June. I should probably just create a team for research alone and see if we could do something about that. But right now we're going to do game dev. And we got to get these guys hired up. So we want to get, I believe there's 16 seats in here. 16, yes, there's 16 in there. So we want to hire a lead. I wonder if we hire a lead and let them handle the team. Not for core, but for game dev. So their compatibility is not going to matter because whatever, right? We want to find somebody who's relatively young. It looks like everybody's in there. So if we look at the youngest here, 45 is the youngest that we see. The best skill. Just looking down a list here. I mean, Jennifer Lewis has got some marketing skill too, but that's important to us. Wiley Dixon makes a lot of money. Not the highest, but definitely looking for a lot of money. If we go down to Roxanne, it's a big gap. Yeah, Wiley Dixon it is. You're hired. You're going to be our new lead there. And we're going to go in and manage the team. We're going to come in. We're going to take a look at our employees. We're going to take you. We're going to change your role. You're just going to be a leader. And that's it. Now, also, we're going to send you off to educate for HR management for 6 months. You are gone. So game dev is pretty much just shot for the rest of this year. And we're still working on Hell's Engine. The art is getting close. The code is what we're struggling with here. And we're going to have to figure something out about that. One Vision 2 is still making money, so we'll take a look at that, actually, make sure that everything looks copacetic. Our releases. We have plenty in stock. Wow. And we're selling units like wildfire. Another 4.7 mil. Prominent marketing. We may want to drop down how many we have in stock there. So we'll take a look at our distribution channels. Is that what it is? Yes. And I don't think we need to produce any more of that. So we can cancel that for now. We got a lot of them in stock, and I think we should be okay with that for quite some time, as One Vision is becoming very popular. 412 active users. Space Down still has almost close to 2 million active users. That has been quite the hit for us, that particular little game. That's why I want to get into game development. It's been a fantastic game for us. I mean, right now, One Vision is the only one that's making us money. But that was a great little game for us. It's too bad. I wonder if there's a way to kind of get like royalties every month from a game. I'm sure that's somewhere down the road that they have something like that, where it's like you have like an active multiplayer server or something like that, and they're paying to play the game on a regular basis, so you don't get just a one-time buy out of it. And when you still have active users, you can still make money off of it. That would be a fantastic idea. Look at all of these bugs. Wow. We missed almost 3,000 bugs in that one. We didn't miss any for One Vision so far. They're doing pretty good. And let's go take a look at our CARPE FACTO team. They should be a lot happier now. They'll look like they're all leaving for the day, which is fine. That's good. You guys can go. Bye-bye. As long as you guys do what you got to do. Another company's finished researching voxel sculpting before you did. That's terrible. We're always missing out on that. And I think it's because we're working on a couple different projects at once is what it comes down to. So we're going to have to figure out how we're going to do that a little bit better. We should be seeing, we're not going to see our new guy for quite some time, but we do need to figure out what we're going to do with these offices here. That's the market team, but these offices up top here, nobody's using them. What are we going to do with them? This is also another meeting room. Let's limit this to meeting. so people don't just go hanging out in there for whatever reason. And we should probably decorate some of these rooms a little bit better too, as well. Code for Hell's Engine is getting up there, 24. It's looking much better. We have plenty of programmers. 14. They want 8 artists. They want 2. We have 4. So that's why the art is right where it needs to be, I guess, on time. But we don't want to work on that for too long either. We want that to get out into the world a lot faster than One Vision did, because we had to wind up porting that in order to sell any copies of it. It was kind of a little bit of a mess, if you ask me. I mean, it just kind of turned out to be a little bit of a mess. Our building colors are way off here. I don't know what happened. I tried to fix it, but it just got worse. I'm going to leave it alone for now. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. That's the way it was meant to be. I did it on purpose. Yeah, sure I did. Sure I did. Anyway, let's see. So what are we going to do here? I mean, you guys let me know. What do you think is appropriate? What do you have people up here working, though? Who are you? You're part of the core team. Why aren't you working in your offices over here? What's wrong with your offices? Why are we splitting up? We should have plenty of seats for everybody. I believe this is a mix of programmers and designers. We left the artists all by themselves. In this office, they had their own office. Maybe we move marketing upstairs and make the marketing team a little bit bigger. I don't think we really need to, though. We could make this like the designer's office. Decisions. I mean, it's one of those things. Maybe we can make a design team up here all together in one of these offices. Make a design team that just does designs, software that's coming from the outside for deals. Like when we get deals here. Hosting. Let's see. Who needs a tremendous amount of hosting? They're looking for a lot of bandwidth at some point. For Deskman and Tiger X2. 30. Well, they're not looking for a lot. We can accept that. We'll put that on our hosting server. Accept. And what are they looking for? 30 gigabytes, 30 gigabytes, 1.3 gigabytes, 1.4. So we gotta look at the high-end number because that's what's ultimately going to be at the end of all of it. I think it might be time to do a review of Hell's Engine. Let's outsource that and see how we do. Yeah, let's speed that up a little bit. We need to find out what this is. That's a lot of money for reviews, let me tell you. Good thing we have 120 million, almost 47,000. They're calling it a 5 out of 10. And they don't like the 3D on it. Because we don't really have many 3D guys. Network is not good. System is not good. Audio so-so. Algorithm is okay. And then the 2D code is okay. Audio, 3D, and 2D art is fantastic. So we got a good mix there of that stuff. We got to figure out what's going on here with our programmers. Let's take a look at the team here. 314% compatibility. Whoa, raises. Look at that. Raises and CARPE FACTO. Only the leader wants a raise to deal with all of those pains in the butts. Yeah, we know. We'll accept it. It's fine. Very nice. The numbers are looking very nice here as we take a look. Let's take a look at our finance stuff. Let's look at our savings account. 160 million in the savings, 118 in cash available to us. Let's take a look at our loans. We don't have any finances, stocks. Finances, if we take a look. Deals is making 75,000 a month. Our royalties are making us 36,000. And then actual sales are not making anything. So One Vision is no longer selling any copies. And it hasn't for quite a few months. All right, it is what it is. Our internet costs us 55 grand. And we're making 79 on deals, 265,000 in interest. That's what's kind of keeping us afloat, if anything is going to keep us afloat, is our interest every month. But we are currently losing some money in salaries with the... Yeah, 376,000 in salaries. Oh my gosh. Every month we're spending almost 400,000 in salaries. Unreal, guys. Unreal. Everybody's coming in for the month of March. We're going to take a look at one more review of Hell's Engine 2. Let's see how that works out for us. It looks like marketing is no longer working for One Vision. Do we run out of... We didn't run out of copies, right? Well, and that... It's a 5.5. I'm not thrilled about that. Let's slow things down here for a second. Let's take a look. No, we have plenty of copies of One Vision in stock. We're just not selling any more of it. I believe it's reached its potential, more or less. One Vision, the original one, made us a small buttload of money. I mean, almost. It was 120 million, so it was definitely our best selling piece of software, with one office right behind it, right? And basically it has to do a lot to do with price more than anything else, because we sold 2 million copies of that and 2.3 million that 2.2 2.3 only sold 695,000 copies of One Vision 2. So that was definitely a big deal there. We only raised it $8 too. $9. It was $9 more than the original copy, which was quite a few years newer, but it took us forever to make this piece of software. It just took a really, really long time, and I think that's what kind of hurt us. That's why we're really pushing for this to get done. We have the amount of code that we need for it. We really need to consider promoting this and start the marketing for it, potentially. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I think we're going to go ahead and promote that. And we're going to figure out what we're going to do next here. We've got to get this company rolling. I think we should probably be seeing our game dev team working out here, right? She should be back at work. Or he should be back at work. What's his state? He's at home. He's at home. Is he coming to work anytime soon? He's at work. Good. So he's done with his training. So let's go in there and turn on HR management. Let's enable it. Enabled. We want 10 programmers, 4 designers, 2 artists. Any specialization. We want them to be young. We want them to stick with the company for a long time. Pay them a lot of money. I don't care. Education level needs to be high. Education cooldown is 2. Now let's make it 3. And then the education amount should be like 5. And then the duration should be like for 3 months. Right? Hired for... You're going to handle wages. You're going to handle complaints. And you're going to do it all. And that's good. Roll. Roll with it. Hire everybody you need to hire. Get it going. I don't care what you do. We're fixing bugs on there. Let's market this guy now. So what's our release date going to be? I don't think it's going to be... I say we could probably do it in December of this year. We got to pay attention. We'll announce the release of it. And let's go ahead and do a press release. We'll do all of it for the market team. And then we're going to go ahead and market and do a press build as well. And then we're going to continue to hype as well. Okay. So that should be rolling along very nicely. The market is there. Release that. We may want to end the marketing for One Vision 2. It looks like it's dead. It looks like it's a dead product. So we're going to end that. We're going to save a few dollars there because we're now bleeding money left and right. So our press build is out. That's great. Yep, the beta is going. It is June. We're looking pretty good so far. Looks like we have a few new deals here. Hosting 500. Yeah, we could accept that. We could put that to the hosting server. They're still looking for a lot of bandwidth, and I don't think we have the servers for it, to be honest. Do we have the servers for it? Dev server, hosting server. 5% of the load. that it can handle. It's going up a little bit each month. Anyway, an employee's not having their social needs met, an open working environment, canteens, team meetings, and furniture for socializing can help. Yeah, if it's CARPE FACTO, I'm just going to kind of flip my lid. I got to be honest with you. Game dev, there's people in there. It looks like it's doing pretty good. I feel uncomfortable with the team. This job is just not fulfilling. That is a huge raise there, Wiley Dixon. You hired your team. I don't get it. You're the one who hired your own team. How do you feel uncomfortable in a team that you hired? I gave you all of the power, and you're not fulfilled. Yeah. We should fire him. And just like, I don't know. Shadows in the game engine. It would be nice if we could research stuff. We're losing followers on this guy here. We are in September. We're working on the bugs. We should be done soon. Hopefully it's on the dev server. He's asking for another raise. He wants to quit. Again? Dude, it's been like 2 months. I don't know what happened to Wiley Dixon. Let's slow things down, take a look here, and see what's going on. All right, so we got the game dev team. They have 104% compatibility. Right? Let's take a look at the employees. Sick. In class, at home, at work. He's at home. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people are on vacation. But why is he complaining so much? Why are you such a whiny little whatever? I don't even want to say it. Like, I don't get it. Your lead skills are 100%. Your satisfaction is 100. Your team compatibility is a 68%. How did you hire your own team to not be compatible with you? That makes absolutely no sense to me. That's got to be broken. That's got to be absolutely broken. All right, we'll just deal with him for now. He's got great lead skill, so we'll deal with him for now. It's September. We're rolling up on October here. I wonder if we should do another build here. Let's do another build. Let's get that out there. Another build will go out. Hopefully that'll help some followers. I don't know. I just, oh my God, I can't believe that dude, man. Like, you hired your own team. How do you mess that up? How do you mess that up? It's November. We're losing 11.3 followers. Another press bill has been let out. It seems they really need the attention. Oh gosh. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna start. Oh my gosh, I can't even. We're feeling needy now. I guess I don't know. Satisfaction. Skills are being worked on. Code skills, design skills, artist marketing. So they're coming along nicely here. Some guys have like no. These must be our designers. Have they been put in their proper roles? At least, yes. So our artists are artists, and there are designers, and these are our programmers. Okay, so they're put into their proper roles at least, which is good. The team gets along fantastic, but the leader is just not compatible with his own people. I mean, you hired your team. How do you hire people that you're not compatible with? Were they that good that you had to have them? Were they your stallions, as they say? I don't know if anybody watches Silicon Valley on HBO, but I do, and it's pretty hilarious. And they talk about in the latest season, they talk about their coders, and they're stallions. So I guess he hired his own stallions, and you got to deal with it, right? Whether you like them or not. And that often seems to be the way it goes. One Vision still doesn't have any missed bugs. We're doing pretty good as far as the support goes for that. Looks like we haven't missed any more of those either. We still have 1.8 million active users for Spacetown. It's time to do a game. Let's do a game. Well, we want to release our game engine first, though, don't we? Yeah, we do. We want to use our new game engine. We want to do that. So let's get our game engine up first. When it's available, we're going to go ahead and roll with that. I wonder if we should do an operating system next after this. Or if we want to work on another piece of Office software. Or maybe do One Vision 3 and try to get it out right away. Because One Vision 2 is such a disaster compared to the first version. Or maybe we make One Vision 3D, go for like the 3D stuff. That would be cool. We could probably do something like that. Alright, so everybody wants a raise. And Carpe Facto, only the leader is looking for a raise, which is good. So it means Carpe Facto might be happy finally. For once. Yeah, let's go ahead. Give them their raises. It is December, folks, and now we're going to release Hell's Engine 2. We do want to start a marketing campaign. We want to give them a budget of $25,000 so that it's prominent and everybody sees it. We want to order some copies. Let's order 100,000 copy. Let's order 250,000 copies. We're going to be ambitious in ordering our copies. And then potentially start a printing deal for it. No. We want to go to our releases. And go to Hell's Engine. We're going to port it as well. We'll give it to the core team to port. And we're going to port it to whatever is available now. We'll port it right away, so that should help. And then we're going to start printing. And I mean, I guess it's 144,000 no matter what, right? Maximum copies in stock should be at any time 250,000. Basically. Sounds about right, because that's what we have now. I mean, we don't want to go below that. So, alright, let's roll this through and see what we get for our first month of Hell's Engine. We got it all ported, which is beautiful. And they got that all done, and we're going to have support now. It's going to Carpe Facto. They're picking up the support for it. Very nice. Automatically picking up the support for Hell's Engine 2. I like that. That's the way we want to implement things. That's the way we want it to work. Once our first month rolls around, whoa, we got to pause this. 10 million doll hairs, baby. Unbelievable. Hell's Engine 2 is a sequel to Hell's Engine. Hell's Engine 2 has been released, and I bet fans are excited to see what's in store. Is it any good? One Way Solutions Inc. has a well-established reputation, but they are pretty new in the gaming scene. Hell's Engine 2 is overall a well-made product. We can't even imagine how complicated this must be behind the scenes, and it runs decently. It's packed full of art, and it's beautiful to behold. Keep in mind that Slide Inc. has source tech on the market currently, which might affect interest. In conclusion, Hell's Engine 2 is looking okay for the price. We don't expect it to sell very well. They should up their marketing game. They still need to make a name for themselves in this market. Yes, we know. It's only our second game engine. We get it. Let's take a look at the numbers here. We sold 149,000 units in the first month. We have broken a profit in the first month. In our latest piece of software, this might be a successful piece of software for us, I want to say. One Vision 2 made about $5,000 last month. We sold a couple more copies of it. Very interesting. I find that very interesting. I still can't believe we never sold one copy of Hell's Engine ever. Ever in the history of anything ever. From 1991. That was just a complete flop. And it was just awful. We just never sold one single unit of that. What a complete waste. It's sitting there. It's going to be like one of those like things that you see like on TV, like a documentary about like Atari and how they have like lost games that were all dumped into like the ET game or whatever was like considered one of the worst games ever or something like that. I don't know. It was dumped into a landfill. That's where these are going to be. These are going to wind up in a landfill somewhere. If I can ever get rid of them, there should be a way for you to like get rid of these in stock. I guess it doesn't really affect anything, but I just hate looking at the number. Anyway, let's get rolling here, and I guess it's time to work on a game for these guys. They don't have lights. They're working in the dark. Did I never put lights into this building? That is fabulous. Oh, I never hired a cook for the kitchen either over here. That's interesting as well. Yeah, I never hired a cook for the kitchen. That is very interesting. So let's go do that. Manage staff. And we're going to hire another cook. Yeah, you can come in at about 10 a.m. and you leave at 2. That works. That's where they're fed and they're ready to go and eat and when they're working and whatever, and they should be happy. So, a couple of bugs there on Hell's Engine, not terrible. And now it is time for us to go ahead and start up a game for the game dev team. Sitting right here doing nothing. Time for you guys to get to work. Let's go ahead and do a game. And we're going to do a first-person shooter, real-time strategy, role-playing game, adventure, simulation. You're playing one. Let's do a simulation. And we're going to do all of the stuff. We're going to do whatever it lets us do. I mean, whatever we can do. Right? Advanced scenes, we're going to do it all. Right? Can we make an MMO? Takes out the multiplayer. We get MMO instead. 3D. Do we want to do everything in this game? Can we do physics? 5 designers, 7 artists. We only have 2 artists. So we want to get rid of our advanced cutscenes and our 3D graphics and do 2D graphics until we can up the artist team a little bit. Maybe we leave it at that. This way I have something to build on, right? $182. We're not charging $182 for a game. We'll call it $45. How about that? $182. Actually, we should reset the price. Oh, they're still saying $182. Wow. We are not charging $182 for a game. I don't care how amazing it is. And it's going to be a simulation, and we're going to call it Hardware Inc. Right? It's a simulation of a hardware company. How original. I mean, really. Alright, so game engine, we're going to, of course, do Hell's Engine because that's the only one that's available for us. Because we have the latest and greatest of everything. We're going to use One Vision 2 because why not? We never made an audio tool, so we'll just have to rely on the latest audio tool that's out, which is Recordscape. Maybe we should go make ourselves an audio tool. We're going to add this to every operating system that's available. We don't care what it is, console or computer. It's going to be for everything. We're going to port it to all. It's going to be cross-platform. Wouldn't that be amazing? Cross-platform. Yeah, and we're going to give this to game dev, not core. Core team's going to be working on other stuff, and we're going to do develop. No one is competent in 2D in the selected teams. You're sure you want to continue? No. So let's give it to multiple teams here. We'll give it to both teams until they can get competent into 2D, which I thought that was kind of the whole idea. We should have just waited for training for a little bit longer. But whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, folks, we have got our game dev team in place. We've got CARPE FACTO in their own office. They finally stopped complaining, which was kind of the whole idea behind it. We've made $10 million in the first month for Hell's Engine 2. We're going to see what month number 2 brings us. 14 million now, and we are doing absolutely fantastic as far as that goes. We're working on a brand new game. It's a simulation, of course, of a hardware company, just like Software Inc., but Hardware Inc. instead. How original. If you guys have names for games or ideas for games, please let me know down in the comments below, and we will definitely work on that kind of stuff. But leave your comments below. Leave a like for the video. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you're new and you want to see more of these types of videos. I will see you around the channel, and bye-bye.